So a few days ago, we got the Ebon Hawk, ladies and gentlemen, and the Galactic Chase has been going on to get this ship. And the cool thing is, while you're farming Carth, because he requires fleet energy, you're going to get blueprints for the Ebon Hawk as well. And I myself, not really farming Carth that hard. It looks like I might actually unlock the Ebon Hawk. And the cool thing is about that, this ship is actually pretty good at a low start count. However, there's a really big caveat to that we'll mention in a second. And I've been beating maxed out fleets on my test account. We're talking fleets that have 6-stat mods and all that. While my ships, this test account, we haven't made a test account video in ages, mainly because it's really in shambles and I don't have the resources to gear 12 everything, 6-stat mod everything. And so we are going to be a bit, we're going to be at a bit of a disadvantage, but I think that's going to be kind of good for real world picture because not everyone has 6-stat mods, max out Zetas, maxed out gear characters. So I'm really excited to show you that even when you're at a disadvantage in terms of gears and stars and whatnot, this is actually a pretty good ship still. But let's talk about this big caveat to what I said. Yes, this ship is going to be a very good plug and play ship that works in a variety of lineups. However, if you notice, we're doing a 5-star test. At 4 stars, there's a pretty big problem. Carth Onasi and his Ebon Hawk is more of a reinforcement ship because right now, the main 3 that people start with, whatever the lineup might be, it's pretty much already good. And Ebon Hawk doesn't really add too much to the very core starting 3 for many fleets. However, the reinforcement makes Carth Onasi's Ebon Hawk really good, in my opinion. And when you start upgrading the reinforcement ability, dispel target lock from all allies and grant chaff for 2 turns. Cool. The second upgrade, not all that special. Evasion does help against TIE Fighter Pilot, I will say that. However, when you want to max it out all the way and get the really good part, dispel all buffs on all enemies, you got to take this ship to 5 stars. And that might not be too realistic for everyone the first time around. It might be. I'm not sure how everyone's farming habits are, but just want to put it out there that this test and my impressions are based on a 5-star ship, not so much a 4-star ship. If you're not going to get the ship to 4 stars, it will be okay to some extent because he's cleansing target lock, and he might be good in a starting 3 and maybe some of those oddball lineups. However, he really shines in the reinforcement slot and to get the most out of him. As we're going to see, to take out those Hound's Tooth faster, and even Millennium Falcon faster, you really need to be able to upgrade this all the way. And most of our testing today is going to be non-Akbar Rebel related stuff. As you see, I don't even have the Millennium Falcon unlocked on this test account, so I can't do any Hound's Millennium Falcons up, but I think we can assume it's going to be really good. We don't really need to see the Hound's Millennium Falcon that much. People are probably more interested in counters to the Millennium Falcon because right now the meta report is very dominant towards Akbar and Rebels, kind of like how Jedi Knight Revan's overtaken the character or the squad arena. So I'm going to do a variety of battles for you guys and kind of show you how he works in a variety of teams, and we're going to kind of work our way from the bottom up. And I want to first show you Grand Moff Tarkin with Carth Onasi. And I kind of like Grand Moff Tarkin because he feeds a lot of Terminator to the team and a bunch of offensive bonuses too, with Carth already feeding Terminator, and he takes a lot of attacks and he does some pretty good damage. It's kind of a cool little thing that Carth has going on his team. Again, has to be in the reinforcement slot, and here we go. Biggest threat right here, boss getting taunt, and he's got breach out, and he's going to get protection up. But let's get target lock on him so we can kind of set the field a little bit. But when Carth comes in, we're going to start applying buff immunity, and we're going to do all this other crazy stuff, and you're just going to see how the Hound's Tooth gets manhandled by Carth. Let's do it right now. We're going to call him in. Biggs is going to lose his taunt, and then Hound's Tooth will also lose the taunt as well as the protection up. However, he'll regain the taunt because we got breach on the field. We don't have buff immunity on the Hound's Tooth just yet, but we're going to apply it right now. So we're going to get some buff immunity over here. Very nice. We got buff immunity, and we're just going to keep whacking away. And if you notice, with buff immunity applied on this maxed out Hound's Tooth, and without the protection up happening, look at this. The Hound's Tooth he's crippled. He's crippled. He can't do anything without being able to taunt, without getting protection up. So he's just a ship that's not really causing many problems for me. And we're going to probably lose a few ships here and there, but I like this as well. Sometimes people call in characters like the Slave One and from a reinforcement. Well, watch this. We're going to be able to just dispel all that and hopefully do some good damage. We got 2 characters with Chafe. We don't have that many right now. Let's see what we have here. So 45,000 on a non-critical hit with we don't have maxed out, we don't have all the chafes on the field and whatnot, or chaff, I said chafing. The ships aren't chafing, I can promise you guys that. So let's go, let's try to finish off the Hound's Tooth. I mean, that's really just the main thing I want to point out. You're manhandling the Hound's Tooth. The Hound's Tooth is still a big threat that people have to kind of deal with. Oh, let's see right here, we got offense up, and we should get 2 attacks. 28,000. 27,000, and those are non-critical hits. And again, this isn't a maxed out ship, so I am liking how the low star viability of this ship is. So right here, we kind of just blew away this team without much of a problem, and it really just came to being able to disable the Houndstooth so early. So really the rest of this battle, we pretty much won it. I'm going to go into another battle and just kind of show you some other lineups, I think. So let's do another battle. We're going to do Grand Moff Tarkin with the Geonosians, and we're actually going to go line by line, a team that was recommended on the forums by the developers where they showcase Carth in this Geonosian team. Which Geonosians are an okay team. They're not the best team anymore. However, there's a big problem. I actually think we might lose this battle. I think it's important to show you guys lost battle so you guys can see why it's probably important to have Carth come in early when you're going up against a Bosk team, because without Carth coming in early, we're stuck behind this taunt. Basically, the whole entire match until we can call in Carth. And we don't have Grand Moff Tarkin or Grand Admiral Thrawn to blow away the Houndstooth, so we're kind of just waiting. We have no way of dealing with the Houndstooth right now. We don't have Grand Admiral Thrawn, we don't have Carth, and if we're going with the recommended lineup that the developers gave on the forums, they say use Sunfac first, which traditionally Sunfac is the first reinforcement for a Geonosian team, so they aren't wrong, but maybe we got to change our thinking. Maybe Carth has to come in earlier so we can get rid of all that stuff, because we had Carth right here. He probably could at least get a buff immunity, start chipping away at the Houndstooth, but instead, if we go with our traditional Geonosian thinking, this is not working out, guys. This is not working out as well. So let's see if we can get rid of the Breach. Get rid of Daze, very nice. Let's try to get another stun. So we're going to go land another stun over on the Houndstooth. Very nice. Okay, we're just kind of chopping away still. We got so much Daze. The Sith Marauders tearing us apart. Sith Marauders, another pretty good ship at a low star count. Like, I would love to use this right now, but what good is it going to do? They're going to just pretty much I can't get any turn meter. So we're going to save Executive Order. That'd be a complete waste of an ability, but we got Tenacity now, which hopefully will help apply buff immunity if need be. And we're still waiting. We're still waiting. We're still waiting. We're still waiting. And all right, so finally they lost all that stuff. So I'm going to see if I can start maybe going after Gar Saxon a little bit. So we got rid of the Foresight at least. Oh boy, we're slowly getting torn apart right now. Let's see if we can maybe get Breach over on the Xanadu Blood, because that guy keeps popping in and out of stealth. All right, here comes Carth. We're bringing in Carth right now. Very nice. Carth is going to come in, get rid of all this Garbanzo, and let's see. Can I get a buff this or a buff immunity, please, on Bosk? There we go. I wish I could have applied that 5 minutes ago, because this battle would be so much easier now if I had this before. And now we're just gonna now we're gonna be able to take out the Houndstooth in a moment. Here, look, he didn't get his taunt. Let's go now. Grant us a bunch of turn meter. This is why you want Carth coming in early. I don't know if we're gonna win still. They have Grand Admiral Thrawn, and they're probably getting very close to being able to do their ultimate ability. But here we go. Right here, I can now get around this. I can start applying target lock, go after Xanadu Blood. It just works so much better. Let's get a stun over on the Sith Marauder. It works a lot better. That's the point I want to make. Whether or not we're gonna win doesn't look that good, because we waited way too long to call in. We waited just way too long to call in Carth. So we're gonna definitely lose this match. I don't think we're gonna win, so I'll still try my best, but most likely I'm not gonna win. So I'm gonna just go play the battle. If I win, cool. If not, we're gonna move on to the next battle. Yep, so basically we're gonna lose this battle. So you notice with Carth coming in, taking way too long getting to battle, the battle took longer and we lost. And that's kind of critical against these bounty hunter teams and Grand Admiral Thrawn, where you're kind of fighting the clock and all those concussion mines and whatnot. So that hopefully that gets the point across. Hey, that maybe Carth needs to be one of the earlier reinforcements that come in, because that battle was dreadful without being able to neutralize the Houndstooth early on. Let's do one more battle. Grand Admiral Thrawn with a bunch of mishmash of stuff, and we got Carth in the first reinforcement slot, and we're gonna go up against a very advanced Gear 12 mod, all that other fun stuff. Han, Millennium Falcon, Rebel team. And they also have Carth that's starting off as well, which we're going to see how Carth does in the starting three. I don't think it's going to be nearly as good. I think he'd be much better off with a Rebel there, but still, it's kind of cool. We're going to see a bunch of stuff, and I want to show you how Carth, when he's coming in, we can take care of outmaneuver, because one of the biggest problems with Millennium Falcon is you can't target him. But if we were able to get Carth to lift off the taunt and outmaneuver, it'll work a lot better in our favor. Let's get some speed down over on Carth, because I don't want him feeding as much turn meter to the team. Let's get some target lock going over on Houndstooth. Hopefully get some buff immunity in a little bit. But it's just really cool to see how the Carth is going to work. I don't know if we're going to win this battle. This is a very difficult battle, but still, I just want to show you Carth's potential. Let's see if we can remove... let's wait. I'm not going to use this just yet. Let's just save it until we can get Carth in. I want to get buff immunity on Houndstooth before I do any sort of buff displaying. I'm going to let Carth do that. And there we go. We lost our TIE pilot. That's unfortunate. It's bound to happen. Let's actually go in after Biggs, because it's going to be kind of fruitless going up against Houndstooth. Here we go. This is the main thing I want to show. We're going to call in Carth right now. He's going to come into battle, and boom, everything's gone. I have a lot of things I can do now. The battlefield's open for me to do whatever I would like, and I probably want to just go after, if I could take out Han's Millennium Falcon as early as possible, that'd be beautiful. He didn't get buff immunity, unfortunately. I was hoping to get buff immunity, but that's fine. At least he doesn't have outmaneuver. That's really the biggest thing that I really care about. Big hit, please. Let's see, can we get a big hit right here? That's key. Han, without the rebels now, it's not nearly as threatening. Yeah, I might still lose here. It's not looking too pretty. We lost Vader, and that's kind of a big thing right there. But normally, you can't get to, you won't be able to get the Han because he's got outmaneuver, and he's hiding behind so many taunts. But luckily now, with this type of lineup, I'm sure we could probably find a more ideal lineup to use. We were able to get the Han in the first minute and a half or so of battle. And that was kind of unheard of before, unless you're doing a mirror match and you're just blowing away you're just blowing away Han with all those massive AoE and assist abilities. Let's see. I think Bosk probably is gonna. Let's just do this. Let's just get rid of. Let's see if we can get buff immunity. Very nice. We don't have enough characters right now to put out the damage, but let's see here. All right, let's see if we can try to salvage this battle. Let's go and call in. I was hoping we were gonna have at least Vader on the field, so that didn't happen. Let's get some more concussion mines on the field, and let's see what Carth can do. We lost some of the big characters at the very beginning. I was hoping would stick around for a while, but I feel so good. We got rid of Han's Millennium Falcon. This battle might really work in my favor. Let's see. Can I get rid of? Let's go and let's get rid of the. I don't want to get rid of Big's taunt. I kind of want to go after him a little bit. Let's do this. Let's do that. We're gonna get rid of at least one protection up right there, and I'm gonna just start hammering away over on Biggs. But luckily, without Han now, oh, good evasion. That evasion was very well needed. I can now annihilate someone. Let's fix up Carth. That's the power of Carth, ladies and gentlemen. That is the power of Carth that I wanted to show you guys and how it's just really important. Being able to take out Millennium Falcon that early made a huge difference for me. Let's do our own little thing. I think we got this battle now. I mean, yeah, we got to deal with Bosk a little bit, but without Han and Biggs now and all this other stuff in between, everything's looking pretty good. Let's go and call in our own reinforcement. Let's call in Sith. Let's call it the Scimitar. Let's pass over Retribution to Bosk. There we go. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going to try to play out the rest of this battle. Let's go ahead and get rid of that right there. Buff immunity. Boom. He's gone. Game, set, match, people. I can probably put it on full auto now. So, all right. That's Carth right there. That was a 5-star Carth. We don't have maxed out characters, maxed out all that other stuff. And we were able to beat Mobile Gamer's very good team. Granted, they did use Carth, though. And not in the starting, not in the reinforcement style, which puts his team at a bit of a disadvantage. There, let me know, guys, what you think down below on what you think of the Carth Ebon Hawk. Oh my gosh, we actually might pull off this battle. All right, there we go. Well, it looks like we might actually win this battle 5 minutes later, ladies and gentlemen. Like the video if you did enjoy it. Comment down below on all of your thoughts, and be sure to subscribe so you're not missing a thing. And until the next video. My goodness, ship battles last forever.
Party Richter, Party Richter. Down, 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 down. Party Richter, Party Richter. Son of a bitch. Party Richter, Party Richter. Down, down, down.